Alright, hope everybody's doing well. Just started to make another video here. We'll just get the camera focused a little bit better here. Hopefully that'll work better. And before we get into it, I got a bunch of mail I haven't even looked at, so we'll take a look at that in just 1 second here, see if I have any points for Team 90's. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the card community right now, which doesn't affect me, so I'm all squared on that one there. I was just trying to do a little research and trying to figure out a couple of cards on my own, something else that I was interested in. And, you know, people have tried to crack the code on what these relics are when you get in a relic card. Are they, you know, photo shoot relics? Are they just a relic they threw in because, you know, it has something to do with the person on the front? Are they previous relics from other cards, that sort of thing? You know, it just kind of mind-boggling. An interesting video on, I saw how relic cards were made. I can't remember if it was a Panini video or it was on YouTube, and it's kind of old. And of course, all of the videos that these corporations put out, whether it's Topps or Panini, all of their comments are disabled because there's going to be people saying, well, I got this card and it wasn't right, or you guys, you know, are using fake jerseys, or we don't like your employees, all that kind of fun stuff. It was just interesting doing a little research on some cards here because I was looking up some cards that sold for like a couple dollars, and then they were 50% off, so it's $1 a card. They're in super beat up condition, and I haven't found any other examples of cards that were in that such a low grade. And I would grab them all. That would have gotten me, you know, a third or a quarter of the way of my set build for something I'm working on because of the ones I already have. And then now it's looking like $10 to $20 per card otherwise. And that just, you know, par for the course. Everybody said stuff was coming down in price in increments. And then I'm looking at the completed listings and I'm seeing cards that I was like, well, that's really cheap. Stuff has come down, or is coming down. And then it turns out that when I went to go and buy something, I see something that sells for $6, plus, you know, $3, $4 for shipping, so it's basically $10. And I'm seeing the exact same type of card for $30. I'm like, okay, why did it sell for $10 total? And I'm having to look at one that's $30 plus shipping of some kind. So I'm $35 into a $10 card, and it's happening just everywhere I turn. Every card that I want is just ridiculously expensive, so I'm gonna have to wait for all these different cards. I'll have to watch the auctions like a hawk. Unfortunately, that's what I just have to do. So before the TTM people get annoyed at me, here is the mail. So we'll start off with this one here, canceled from Portland, Oregon. This one says address, or not at something address is crossed off there, and then it says time send, and then it says it gave me a different address here, so maybe I'll have to try that one. But that's Kevin, Florida. So Kevin, Florida is not at that address, and then it says Kevin, Florida, something Temecula, California. So I'm not exactly sure what that is. So we'll get that one figured out. The next one here, this has been gone for an awful long time. Just a picture of some goofy Dutch kid or something from the early 70s. Kind of looks like Peter Noon or something like that from Hermits, but he's holding some sort of weird cask or some sort of a watering can or whatever. And it's from San Gregorio, California Post Office. So I don't know why that's taken so long to get back here. They canceled that stamp and that stamp. They canceled that one twice and they missed all of those. So anyway, at least I can see the cancel, and it came out relatively decent. Only a couple damages on the card, and I was just sending out whatever I could get. So now we have another RTS, it looks like. That's unfortunate. David Clyde. So David Clyde is not wherever he's at. So I can just open this one up here and see what... there's something... Ew, gross. I don't know what that was. Something gross on the envelope. I don't know what that was. I get that out of my finger. Let me see and make sure I don't rip anything. I'll show you what David Clyde cards I sent out here. So if you don't know David Clyde, neither do I. I can't get it out of here. It's not wanting to come out of the envelope. Shoot. I had just cleaned up this room here. Now I'm going to have to deal with all this other stuff here. Trying to get that dealt with here. Okay. So David Clyde, get this out of here. He was a 1979 Topps and that card there, the Toros or whatever. Tucson Toros, I think is what it is. Anyway, so David Clyde is not at the address that I had written to, so I'll have to find another one there. It looks like we might have a winner here. Santa Clarita, California. It looks like my stamp didn't want to stick there onto that paper there. I don't know what happened, but it hung on just barely. The old 7-cent stamp there. And Santa Clarita, California. So it looks like we're going to be 2 of 4 today. That's not very good. And it looks like there's only one card in here. And this is Rex Dela Nuyez. There is Rex Dela Nuyez or whatever. It's in black Sharpie right in this section. It's hard to see, but it's right there. And this is on a 1990 Pro cards, or it's sorry, Best cards. And you can see the white line hopefully on the edge there. That's where they didn't cut it very well. So there's 1 point there. And then we have this one here from Jacksonville, Florida here. So I don't know Jacksonville, Florida. And I'll try to open this one. Rip. I'm going to have to get all this stuff sorted out here. I even vacuumed in here, which is absolutely insane. The tables are all messed up here. Here is a note, it looks like. Hello, Henry. I love your postcard. My wife and I were actually in Obidos, let's see, Portugal? Just last July. Personally, my favorite golf course is Cypress Point Golf Course in California. All the best, Brian. So this is Brian Tennyson. I did not know why I didn't have Brian Tennyson, but I have 2 of 2 on a 1990 and a 1991 Brian Tennyson, so that's really cool. Some of these people are really enjoying my postcards. There's a second person has, and it's on this USGA Golf Association, you know, paper here, so that's cool. T for Tennyson. Tennyson, anyone? Ha! Funny. I'm not the first person to use that joke there, but really nice signature, almost identical. In many ways there. Very cool. So nice to have that. So golf success and Rex Dela Nuyez or whatever. Nice to have those. So 2 points for me today. Again, not much going on in the other fronts there. I will have I put a bid on a couple cards here. I don't have anything on the way other than the ComC that's going to be delayed forever in an afternoon. And I hung up my CBS sign and I got it framed. I don't know if I showed that, but went to a thrift store and there was $1 for a frame. It had sat there for ages, really beat up, but it's just what I wanted. And we'll just see if I can get a picture of it. I hung it up right there. I know there's a huge window glare there, and I can't even see there, but it's right there, and it's facing away from the window, so it won't get faded. I basically took some old pieces of mat board and put it around there and stuck it in the frame, and I did not want to get that damaged again. So there was some damage to the cardboard sign. I was able to reverse the damage. So if you ever have any grease on a baseball card, give it a shot and see if you can clean that up. Take some acetone. Take some lighter fluid to a baseball card and see if you can do that. And I don't want to say submit it afterwards, but see if there's like some gross grease stain, like maybe from like gum or wax, and see if that would do anything. Do it on a junky baseball card and just let it sit for a while and see what the results are. And maybe you can post a video on different things you've tried to get some stuff off of cards, just to make them a little more presentable or displayable. But that's what I have for today. The 2 autograph requests, and thank you for watching.